Hello, hello. How's it going? Hopefully everybody's doing good tonight. It's a pretty nice looking moon outside. I don't think I can get my camera over there to show it to you, but it's pretty cool. Turn this down a little bit. Okay, so you saw on the title screen that we have a few things. We got some things in Canada. Let's just get to it. So I call this one Cloud or Water. And I want you guys to help me out and help yourselves out. Basically, this whole area, there's like nothing here. If you look at the places, roads or whatever, like there's nothing here. There's like an airport, and there's really not a lot here. So we're going to, we got some airports, like boom, boom, boom. Apparently, like look, you got airport, 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 airport. Airport, airport, airport. But nothing in the center. And you can get in pretty close to a lot of these areas right here. And that's what I was doing. I was like, hey, if I was a UFO, this looks like a pretty barren wasteland. And look at this. This is a pretty cool, like, natural formation happening right here, if you look at it. Which is really weird it's pretty close to our object, this airport. But the first thing we're going to is Cloud or Water. What is that? Okay, Crater Lake. So I was zooming in here and I saw this. And I didn't know if this was a cloud, because the edge looks like a cloud right here. But I didn't know if it was like in the water, because there's not really a lot of clouds around here. I guess these might be clouds. I don't really know. But I was zooming in on my phone, actually. And it's a lot clearer. If you have the Galaxy S20, this thing pops out big time. It's got better screen resolution than my monitor. So I took a screenshot, emailed it to myself, added some contrast and stuff to help bring this square out. But it's like it's coming out of the cloud or the water. And it's not like super big, 400 feet by 240 feet, small, like a flying football field. But I can't really tell if it's coming out of the water or from the sky. But let me switch over to the other screen and you'll see what I'm talking about. Look at this. So I added some contrast, some brightness and stuff. And you can see this thing is like, it's not a glitch, it's got two little holes right here. And yeah, it's pretty straight. And I don't know how it's coming out. If it's coming out of the water or a cloud or what. But it's definitely something kind of crazy, if you think about how big that is. That's pretty large. 400 50 feet by 250 feet. Got these two little holes. Yeah, and it's like it's morphing like out of the cloud or something. But it's hard to see right here. Like I said, it looks better on a phone, so put in these coordinates and check it out. Next thing, up the way a little bit, is this underwater object. And it's not too far from this airport and this airport. But I want you to look at this. And I'm pretty sure this isn't ice. Like, that looks like ice. And when you zoom in, it looks, you know, pretty crappy. But then you zoom in here, you got something over here, it looks like a shadow or something. I didn't really know what this is. It looks like a tunnel maybe. But this right here, look at these two structures. And these are fairly large structures, you know, 190 feet, 200 feet by 170 feet. You know, pretty large structures. And it's kind of like they're buried inside, they're in the water. So I added a little bit of contrast and stuff to help bring it out. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Like right here, you know, you can see some definition happening. I don't really know what that is, but this one is more interesting. Definitely. It's a lot cooler looking. So get on your phone and look at it. It looks better actually on my phone. It's pretty clear. You can get in pretty close. Unfortunately, we don't have like better imaging of the area. But it just looks different, you know, like over here is like, you know, this could be ice. It doesn't look as unique as the other structure right here. And if that's ice, I mean, it's pretty cool that it's very geometric like that, you know. Maybe it's just the pixels. I don't know. But I thought it looked cool. This whole area has a lot of neat things in it. So definitely check it out. This is actually in Arizona. And this is one of the things that I talked about in my last video with the referring to how Google, the satellites, you can take feeds. But look at this. Look at this area right here. This is all blurred out. Like the road. It's all blurred. But it goes out to the main highway right here. And come on. Look at me lagging. But it's got a gate. Right here. See, it's like a gate. But it winds around. You know, you're not going to be able to see this. It winds around. And you get this. It's like on the side of a cliff. Like, what is this? Like, what is that? You can see it from here. It's massive. And look how steep this is. What is this? Why would this be blurred out? Like, what are you building right here? You gonna put a house right here? Like on the edge of this cliff? Now, check this out. Go back in time a little bit. You know, it gets all jacked up from the satellites. You know, still there, 2017. 2014. 2012. So you tell me what you're building right here that you got to cover up. What's so special? You got to call Google and say, hey, at 35 degrees north and 111 degrees west, I need you to cover this up. It's top secret. Like, there's nothing over here. It's in the middle of Arizona. You got this weird road just going. This road goes into nothing. It's like goes straight off the cliff. You know, what is that? But yeah, this goes straight off the cliff. Ooh, what's that? I haven't seen that. What is that? What is that? Some 8-foot circle on the edge of this cliff. I mean, like, how are you getting down there? He's gonna drive your Jeep Cherokee down here. Just cruise on down. Just cruise on down into nothing. Like, there's nothing here. And except for this little circle. And you go back in time. Circle's still there. It's like, what is that? Is it like an entrance? What is that? Oh, gone. It's like the road changed. What is that? Oof. What is this image? What is that? See what I'm talking about? On Google Images, it looks like what is that? That's probably some ancient history artifacts right here in Arizona, like some ancient stuff we don't even know about. Yeah, you get this road and it just goes to nothing. It just goes to nothing. And this is some steep, like, it goes to nothing. And today, apparently, it's got stuff. I don't even know. Let's go to Mars. We'll go check that out. Let's go to Mars. Like, who would even build something right there? Like, so I'm I'm calling this a buried disk on Mars. And you can probably see it, like right there. Sorry about that. And yeah, this is it. So you'll see the location. It's inside this little crater thing. And, you know, I mean, look at this. It's kind of obvious once you look at it up close, you know. And this is not large based on the measurements, you know, 30 feet, 13 feet. But you can tell, you know what I'm talking about. Look at this. You got this big shadow, it's rounded. But most importantly, you got this coming up, and it's kind of rounded right here, but that. And it has like a different shine than the rest of the objects. It's like it's shining. And we'll take it over to the other. So you notice right here where I added a little bit of contrast. Let me shorten this back down. You know, you add a little bit of contrast and stuff, and you can kind of see like it's shiny a little bit. Oof. Let's mess with it a little bit. Yeah, there's like a little hole here. You know, this could be like a mining vehicle or something, or a mining base, but it's kind of stuck into the ground. Yeah, like right there. But when you take off the brightness a little bit, add some contrast, take off the sharpness a little bit. You know, that's pretty good. Like you kind of see that's not really, it looks very artificial to me. It just looks very artificial. And, you know, it looks like a disc. It's, you know, you see these things right here. It's like, look at these bumps. It looks like something's been digging. But yeah, it's almost like it's in the rock. And last thing I want to show is another buried disc. But unfortunately, this is my blunder that I mentioned. And I'm pretty upset at myself because, well, you'll just see why. So let's look at the image. This is on Mars. And yeah, look at that. My blunder is, notice that my coordinates are blurred out from my screenshot or whatever, or is because Google Chrome or the Google Earth was behind my toolbar and not in front of it. So I don't know where this is actually at. I can't find it on Google anymore. I mean, that's the original screenshot apparently. And that's a disc. if I've never seen one, like buried in the dirt at an angle. You know, it's obviously got some damage or whatever, but yeah, I lost that. I can't find it. So if I find it, I'll come back and tell you guys the coordinates. But that's a pretty big blunder. So definitely, if you guys are looking at things on your phone, Google Earth on your phone, just take screenshots just so you have the coordinates. You know, you don't got to put pins down. Just put the just as long as you got the coordinates, come back home, plug it into Google Earth. Don't do what I did. Take a screenshot and it's not even, you don't even have the coordinates. So hopefully you liked the video and stay tuned for more. See you later.